Srinagar is really known for its beauty, and winter sports is now big in Gulmarg, Pahalgam. There's snow around us in Srinagar, but of course not enough for us to ski in Srinagar. But the lake is beautiful, it hasn't frozen over yet, which by itself is also beautiful. The great and beauty of a place like Srinagar is that it's both a winter and a summer destination now. Because of its natural beauty, there are so many other places to discover in and around Srinagar as well. So, for us to bring the startup table here to Srinagar was, of course, a no-brainer. Season 2 of Startup Table with AJ, we are going to different parts of the country because the entrepreneurial energy is everywhere, not just in Delhi, Bangalore or Bombay. So today I'm in Srinagar on the beautiful Dal Lake on a very, very cold day, but the hearts are warm, the startup energy is, lit, and I think the content today that you're going to see from here is going to be fantastic. Good morning, everyone. This is Archana Jagirdar at Startup Table with AJ. AJ being, of course, me, Archana Jagirdar, and I'm the founder of Rukum Capital. But today I'm not in the Rukum Capital office like we normally are. I'm sitting in Srinagar with founders from Srinagar, obviously. And I think it's going to be a very, very interesting conversation to understand both the opportunities and challenges that founders find in Srinagar. So welcome everybody. I'll start the table with quick introductions, name plus what is it that you do. So I'll start with you.
My name is Rohan Rafiq and I'm into the cold chain warehousing and supply chain management at IGC Lasipura. Thank you.
My name is Kabir and I am the co-founder of GR Sports India Private Limited. We are the manufacturers and exporters of first made in India Kashmir Willow cricket bats.
So this is Fasi Khan. I'm the co-founder of White Flock Adventures. So it's a platform where you can get offbeat experiences and travel.
Yeah, my name is Saeed Ashfaq. I'm an accidental banker turned entrepreneur. I am into agriculture, co-founder of Cred Integrated Agro Private Limited.
My name is Sadaf. So we just started a company by the name BizBuy Consulting Services, and we are more into hospitality than tourism.
My name is Asrar Durrani. I'm the founder of Durran Tea Limited with Ayurvedic tea company. So it's all sourced, everything done in Kashmir itself. We are catering some health target products. So yeah.
All right. Welcome, everybody. So my first question to everyone at the table is that, is there a challenge being considered a legacy business? You have transitioned from legacy to becoming a startup. तो startup fashionable है या legacy businesses होने चाहिए? Whoever wants to start can start.
I think startup is better.
Why is that?
क्योंकि हमें बहुत सारी अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ मिलती है एक्सप्लोर करने की एंड अपने आप को डाइवर्सिफाई करने की कि हम कहाँ से किस फील्ड में जाए एंड we are into how much. It also depends on the interest of us, how much we are interested in the business to proceed and take it to the next level.
Again, if you will see that legacy is always there, but at the end of the day, we have to go for startups. We have to look for new opportunities, what all there are in a particular economy, and what all challenges we are facing at a particular place, and how we can overcome that with innovations and innovative technological interventions and all that. So we have to explore new things, go for the startups, bring something on the table that can serve one.
Saying that legacy businesses में इतनी innovation नहीं हो रही.
No, not at all. It is there. It's a kind of, they are in the comfort zone and they are okay with that. But the startup culture, if we are going to grow, and it will, at the end of the day, it is that will boost the economy. तो उसी की वजह से आपको पैसा आएगा, उसी की वजह से आप employment ratio में इजाफा देखेंगे, तो वो चीज़ आपको आगे ले जा सकती है.
Okay, आप बोले.
I think बहुत interesting question है to start off with. Kashmir has thrived because of the legacy businesses that we have.
वो तो पूरी इंडिया में legacy businesses चल रहे थे.
And especially in Kashmir, क्योंकि यहाँ पे corporate sector नहीं है, ना के बराबर है. तो legacy business बहुत अच्छा किया लोगों ने. But now I think it's a very you can say बहुत ही एक start हो रहा है startup industries का. So a lot of people are going towards entrepreneurship because उसमें innovation ज़्यादा हो सकती है. You can build products very quickly and you can build for the world. So that is the difference. आपका legacy business जो है वो सिर्फ region के लिए, but एक startup, एक entrepreneurship जो है that can cater to the whole new audience.
Exactly. The point Fasi has made is very valid, that legacy is legacy. It's restricted to the legacy. But the moment you bring some creativity and innovation on the table, that is where the startup begins. So creativity, innovation in terms of technology, in terms of modern day interventions, that is where the difference lies. Yes, legacy brings that comfort, but eventually the moment you get into innovations and creativity, that's where it starts, it begins. So legacy can kind of restrict you at a particular point, and beyond that there is something called creativity and innovation that you can take it up to.
See, legacy has its own advantages. We cannot say no to that.
What are the advantages?
First of all, it's an established thing. If you come from a family background wherein you have a legacy business, you just go and join it, and you know you're somehow secure. You don't face, there are challenges that you do face in terms of, like, it's not that innovative as they said, but yeah, you have your comfort zone, of course, plus you have the financial security as well to certain extent. But right now what is important is, like, I would say startup culture is important, because therein you're trying to solve a problem for the society. That is very important. So innovation, everything does come in place, but if you're trying to solve something for society, that makes sense.
Legacy businesses, as a startup also, there should be some study behind the startup. For example, when we started with the company, I'll give my personal experience in the region, whatever happened. So legacy businesses, how it happened is regarding the market, what they were doing already in the market, what were the products in the market, and how can I do the innovation ahead. So legacy businesses are more like people want, like, novelty is there, but then startups are, I can see around, and myself also, it's basically the need of people, what people need. At the end of the day, my product should connect with the customers. It will not come without the proper study of legacy businesses. So the startups are basically, we can say a word, but also it's like meeting the needs of the customers also. So without legacy businesses, but I believe it's important to study legacy businesses before.
Yeah. So, do you all believe that the customer has changed? मतलब, yeah, whether in the valley or everywhere else, आपको लगता है कि customer बदल गया है, बहुत बदल गया है? Whoever wants to answer.
Oftenly customers change. It depends on the behavior.
Change हो चुका है या
नहीं,
change
change हो रहा है.
हम्म
Change हो रहा है. Depends on the market. Market की वजह से change हो रहे हैं. That's the fact.
What I understand from this is, like, now the customers are more aware.
Information.
Yeah, because we are in a information driven, information driven, time right now. So there is a lot of data and resources available for customers to go through, and they are more aware. So coming up to their expectation at this point in time becomes a challenge sometimes. Why? Because they are, evolving every now and then, first, and second, they are knowledgeable and aware about things. So that is very important. Like, nowadays, customers are very, very informed and aware. So that is the change.
To add to what she's saying is, especially for D2C businesses, D2C has completely changed. What I can
What would you say has changed?
for example, अगर मैं tourism की बात करता हूँ, 5-6 years ago, if you would want to plan a travel, and in 2025, if you are planning for a vacation, completely different things. आजकल का जो tourism है या travel है, it's driven by Instagram, it's driven by YouTube. People are seeing those places. People want to go to those places जहाँ आज कोई गया नहीं है. ठीक है, 10 साल पहले आपको वहाँ जाना.
इस वजह से वहाँ बहुत भीड़ हो गई है, जहाँ पे लोग नहीं जाते थे पहले.
So वैसे ही I think बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं D2C में, especially कि लोग देखते हैं and they want to have authentic experiences. Even अगर मैं bats की बात करूँ, लोगों को पता है कि मेरा bat कैसे बन रहा है. That is the change. It's not कि आप वहाँ बाहर गए और आपने product लिया, but you have a story behind this. So that's, I believe, what has.
And if you'll see that the purchasing power has also increased. Right now, customers are choosing quality over economic products. And if you will see, I see the kind of people, the customers that we used to serve for last 100 years. So I'll talk about my industry, the cricket bat industry. The Kashmir is known as the cricket bat manufacturing capital of the world. We have 400 units here manufacturing cricket bats. एंड अगर आप उसकी लेगेसी देखेंगे, एक प्लेयर बैट लेता था तो वो एक ही लेता था, लेकिन आज के टाइम में नाउ क्रिकेट इज अ करियर ऑप्शन. नाउ एवरी क्रिकेटर चूजेस 4-5 डिफरेंट क्रिकेट बैट्स. द परचेजिंग पावर हैज इंक्रीज्ड, लाइफ हैज शॉर्टेंड. Now people are more into like, I don't want to save that much for my next generation. They can do something of their own, how I have done myself. And I want to explore all the options. क्योंकि अब वो एक लाइफस्टाइल चेंज हो गया है, परचेसिंग पावर चेंज हो गया है विद द डेवलपमेंट. तो वो चीज़ जो उसकी वजह से जो चेंज आई है सोसाइटी में, उसकी वजह से कस्टमर एक इवॉल्व होके आ रहा है आपके पास, और कस्टमर का परचेसिंग पावर अच्छा हो गया है अब पोस्ट कोविड. If you will see now, customer is more aware and they are choosing quality over economic products. So that's the change that we are right now seeing in our industry.
And there is a complete social media and what internet has done. There is a complete comprehensive comparison of things. So let us say he's manufacturing bats, somebody's providing some other service. There's a comparison. There's a comparative in terms of what the services are being offered and what the cost of the services. Actually, the reviews, say for
They really,
reviews,
yeah.
they really matter.
Everybody who looks at reviews.
Absolutely. They see the reviews, what customers are saying about this particular product or this particular service. So that has really impacted the business. So that is where the people have changed.
So I think you talked about storytelling. So how are all of you doing storytelling for your particular brands, for your products? So who wants to go first on storytelling?
Yeah, in terms of story, I'll tell you, in the introduction part, I told you that I am a accidental banker turned entrepreneur. I'm
special bank.
Accidental. You can call it incidental, call it accidental.
Oh, that's a chalo.
Yes, I am a science graduate basically, but landed into a bank and worked in banking industry for around 12 odd years. Then I called it quits and started my own journey. And journey, the moment, because of this finance background, banking background, my first startup was about financial services only. So that was the time when 2008, the recession happened first. So mitigating those challenges through the financial recession and kind of keeping your financial services venture going, that was really a ask. Kind of story, if you talk about story, kind of beginning something in middle of recession, that too something related to financial services.
That takes a lot.
Completely. So that is where actually my understanding is entrepreneurship is not something that you're taught on the blackboard. You have to jump into it. If somebody wants to learn swimming, he has to jump into the water. So you cannot kind of actually teach entrepreneurship. So the moment you jumped into it, then you realize, no, if there is this kind of a challenge that has happened in the world over a period of 100 years, you have to see what is the kind of how to mitigate this challenge. Then we diversified into telecom, then we went into tourism, then eventually currently I'm into agriculture. So these all things have happened over a period of last 16 years. The time when I called it quits from the banking sector, and for 16 years now I'm as an entrepreneur. So there are challenges that we have faced, and there is a story behind how we have overcome those challenges, how we have kind of at least made ourselves stabilized to this extent that we keep ourselves afloat in these challenging times. And there is a time now that we see future is kind of there. It is very good, looking lucrative, and we can take it to the next level.
Okay. All right.
Also, I think adding to the storytelling, तो
आपसे शुरुआत हुई थी स्टोरी टेलिंग की, आपने बताया.
Because I think जो हमने realize किया over these 4-5 years is it's not just about कि आप कोई product या service ला रहे हैं. Consumers are mostly interested in the why of the things. हमारे लिए समझना भी ज़रूरी है कि why we are doing this, and if I am able to make you understand कि why I am doing this, what is my purpose and reason behind it, that creates a connect. तो वो चीज़ समझना बहुत ज़रूरी है, and over these 3-4 years we have realized that.
What is your why?
Yeah, so the why is कि when you look at Kashmir in itself, इसकी एक story है. But we have seen over last many decades, the story has been restricted to Pahalgam, Gulmarg, Sonmarg, and Srinagar. The Dal Lake you see here, that's this whole story. But there's a whole other side of Kashmir which has not been explored. There are places जो tourist map पे नहीं है. So that is our why. We want to take you guys to places that are not yet explored. ताकि we are able to see कि it's not just these 3-4 places, but it's a whole kind of a system. और बहुत सारी चीज़ें जो हो सकती हैं वो हम आगे लाना चाहते हैं. So that is the why. And I think to discover this, it's still a journey to discovering what our story is, and we are learning it by the day.
Okay.
So I think most of the purchases, because at the end of the day, it's like you're selling your product. So most of the purchases are emotion based. And from where does emotion come? Storytelling. So when brands, they connect to their consumers through stories, they can have that kind of faith on the seller that okay, there is something for me. Like in terms of experience we talk of. Like we have our
आपकी
brand.
story क्या है?
Okay. Our story is like under BizBuy, we run a brand, myhomeinkashmir.com. And we are trying to give authentic experience of local Kashmir to people. Because if you go to Delhi, you go to any other place, you have ample, real estate pieces, which whatever we call luxury hotels or budgeted hotels or whatever. And we have same in Kashmir. But what is different that you are giving to people when they are visiting a place that we call is, a place, we call it paradise, or we call it a place wherein nature meets you. So therein what our story is like, we try to give them that authentic local experience of Kashmir by making them stay in the homestays. Now there is like why the story is important. First of all, they get this authentic experience. Second, the homestay owner who's not able to connect to the consumer outside or a client outside or a tourist outside, we can be the connecting path for both of them. That is our story.
Okay.
You can also like collaborate with us as well, because both similar है ये, and we want
चलो,
people to experience
एक
that.
deal भी हो गई.
Yes, definitely.
And if you see regarding this cricket industry right now, that cricket is right now being chosen as a career option. And
आपने कभी सोचा cricket option?
I'm not. In my times, we used to hide our bats after going to play cricket.
मारती थी.
मार पड़ती बहुत ज़्यादा. So right now, if you will see that this part, that Kashmir is into cricket bat making, and this is the largest manufacturing sector of Kashmir. That this is the largest industry where we employ around 150,000 craftsmen who are making cricket bats and catering to around 80% of world's cricket bat demand. But for last 100 years, what we had been doing, we had been just supplying raw material to different brands. And the world was not aware that there can be a product 100% made in India that can come from Kashmir and can be used in the professional cricket. And this was the question that was arising in my brain from my childhood. And right, like Fasi said, that the why is there. If a question arises in your brain, half of the problem is solved. So while we were watching cricket match, since we are a cricket crazy nation, where Sachin is the god and cricket is the religion, तो जब आप वो देखते थे बचपन से, तो आपके दिमाग में ये क्वेश्चन आता था कि why a bat made in Kashmir, एक कश्मीर का अपना कश्मीर विलो, it is the legacy of India, कि वो एक प्रोडक्ट वहां पे क्यों नहीं है? Why is still English willow ruling international cricket? तो वो चीज क्या है जो हमें करनी चाहिए ताकि हमारा प्रोडक्ट वहां पे आ सके, so that we can contribute to the economy and we can have a recognition at the international front. तो वो एक क्वेश्चन हमारे दिमाग में अराइज हुआ बचपन से. In 2010, I thought of a plan क्योंकि जो हमारी इंडस्ट्री थी, it was declared a loss-making industry in 2006 by Department of Industries and Commerce. तो जब मैं निकला in 2010, I went along with my product to different cricket playing nations. Where I found out that our product was not meeting international standards, जो वहाँ पे requirement है. For 11 years, I went for R&D to see what.
कहाँ गए R&D के लिए?
Every cricket playing nation. I met every international cricketer. I met
Every international. मतलब that's a whole other podcast and ये किसने क्या बोला आपको?
I'll cut short that. So I met umpires, groundsmen. I met every single craftsman who had been making cricket bats for legends like Sachin Tendulkar, Kumar Sangakkara, Brian Lara, Sunil Gavaskar. तो वो understand किया, knowledge market से उठाई, वो transform किया knowledge into the product with the help of two patented artificial intelligence based technologies that I have got with us. तो उसको ट्रांसफॉर्म करके हमने एक प्रोडक्ट बनाया that is 100% made in India. तो उसको हम मार्केट में लेके गए in 2021 after COVID. And our bat was first for last 101 years. After 101 years, a bat 100% made in India of Kashmir willow was used in the international cricket in 2021. This was a proud moment, not only for the people associated with the industry, but for whole of India, that now, apart from English willow that comes from England, we have our own product to serve to the cricketers across globe that can come from Kashmir. And uski wajah se we are 100% make in India product. And right now, what I am doing, it is vocal for local. कि अपना product, if it is of that quality, if you will see in 2022 World Cup in Australia, our bat made in Kashmir of Kashmir willow hit the longest six of the World Cup. Then in 2023, if you will see, our bat scored 147 runs not out. 7 ball losses in a single match.
बैट ने स्कोर करे, प्लेयर ने स्कोर करे. ये भी बता दो.
If you will see, there were 7 ball losses in a single match. बैट एक्सरे स्कैन हुआ 2 बार मैच में कि इसको देखो इफ इट इज मेटल एम्बेडेड और इट इज द वुड दैट हैज द पावर.
Wow.
So if we can give of that quality, we have to understand what customer needs. We have to see customer's perspective. तो वो जब हम कामयाब होते हैं उसको बनाने में, then the world is there. तो पूरा दुनिया आपका मार्केट है. तो वो हम लेके आए हैं मार्केट में. We are the first company in the world that can transform a Kashmir willow wood into the professional international cricket bat. And for last, we have played 5 World Cups. एक और challenge था that Kashmir willow cannot be used by women cricketers because of its heaviness. तो वो हम overcome किए with AI based technology. तो that's there. जिसको हमने पेटेंट के लिए अप्लाई किया हुआ है. तो इन विमेन्स वर्ल्ड कप दिस ईयर आवर बैट टुक वेस्ट इंडीज क्रिकेट टीम, विमेन्स क्रिकेट टीम टू द सेमीफाइनल्स.
Oh, very
It was a proud moment for every single Indian that our product is doing good at the international front. That is how we are catering to the international customers.
बहुत बढ़िया. आपकी स्टोरी.
Let me start. In 2009, I just got graduated and then I started my business in Delhi. We have a manufacturing line there. So we used to manufacture the electronics, but due to the COVID some other reasons, we just came to Kashmir back and doing R&D. We saw there's a huge requirement for the farmers. We just want to help the farmers to grow. So we started the warehouse and cold storage facility in which they can get the produce and keep the there. In 2022, we started the cold storage industry and looking at the government's incentives and lucrative incentive, I say, it was a really great to start. So I just jumped into the cold storage industry. That's all it's going now.
अच्छा. आपकी स्टोरी.
So, as the fellow friend said, about storytelling, it cannot be without R&D nowadays. पहले वो एड्स आते थे, मैं मोटा था, फिर मैंने ये लिया तो मैं पतला हो गया. आज it does not work like that. There should be a good R&D behind your product. There can be moments.
Story.
I'm coming to that. So basically, I cannot say that my product will help you in certain way without a proper identification of the product that customer will connect. Yeah, this is the product for me, actually. So for that, for example, my product, what we manufacture is basically Ayurvedic teas, starting from chamomile to hibiscus and all those flower teas to start with. For the storytelling, it's about the health issues nowadays. People want to go back to the organic things because people, as customers, they felt we have been fooled for a longer period of time because the ingredients, what
बहुत झूठ बोला गया है.
manufacturers were serving us, they were totally,
Yeah, they were not telling the truth.
showing the people in the, as you can see, the health is deteriorating day by day. So the storytelling behind my product is I'm giving the customer what they need. Okay, that's how we connect with the customers.
And वो storytelling you feel is working with your customers, या उसको और refine करना है?
So far with the storytelling, we have done. We started with very old school paper surveys. Okay.
Paper service.
Paper
अच्छा,
service.
okay.
And because reaching someone out from a social media, again, it needs a proper this thing. We started with the paper surveys. and we got a very interesting review जहाँ पर कि starting from the age of 21 till 65 in one form or another people are having organic stuff, organic teas, green teas in shape of many other things. So we started from there and we felt now we are connecting somewhere with the people, and where we took suggestions also from, because it's a process. It is not important that your story will stick to something, so holding to one story all the time. There should be a capacity for to bend also. So yeah, that's how we connect with our customers, and we are planning to connect more in future. And
Not with people.
not
Yeah.
paper, yeah. We started with paper, but yeah,
Not anymore.
now we are not anymore.
Tweaking the stories is part and parcel of the whole journey. Tweaking the story, depending on the kind of opportunity. The moment you have an opportunity, what is the story that you're telling? The moment you have reached a particular stage, then kind of tweaking that story to a different model is a journey altogether.
But is it difficult? मतलब, you know, एक ज़माना, like you said, कि कुछ भी बोल दो and product थोड़ा सा बिक जाता था. Now to also think and make that story, is it difficult? Does it come naturally or is it difficult?
Of course, it is kind of right now, as we said, it's an information age. People know, people are aware. So we have to be kind of very careful the moment you are narrating the story. Very important, because it has to be data driven. It has to have something data on your back that this data is available, basis which I am kind of coming to this particular conclusion. So that data driven approach has come to information age mein. Yeah, this is a very important aspect of it. So people being aware, the moment somebody is purchasing a product, he knows what he is purchasing. He is already aware. He has compared it in the market. He has seen 10 different products, and he has the sense of kind of understanding what exactly is his requirement, what exactly he is actually purchasing from the market. So that is very important.
And it's, I think, extremely difficult. It's not an easy task कि आपने सोचा और वो हो गया. And especially in Kashmir, because it's in a very nascent stage in terms of startups also. तो अगर आप कंपेयर करोगे बैंगलोर के साथ या दिल्ली के साथ जो स्टार्टअप्स हैं वहाँ, they have kind of they have more experience into what their stories are. You see your Swiggy's, Zomato's, what kind of the content they push out. तो उस लेवल तक जाने के लिए बहुत टाइम लगेगा अभी. But we are talking about storytelling, so that's a start. And we need the refinement. हमें इसमें थोड़ा सा साइकोलॉजी का एस्पेक्ट लाना है, कंज्यूमर बिहेवियर को समझना है, and then place our story.
Okay.
See, what I think is like, yeah, earlier it was easier to, sell your stories. Now a little more difficult because of the kind of aware customers we come across. But I believe that if your story is authentic, it's gonna work. That is very important.
Story has to be authentic. Otherwise,
So it has to be authentic, yes. Because tales will come from anywhere. But if you have an authentic story, that will definitely make an impact. And plus, right now we are in the digital format of information. So you can spread your story very quickly to people. So earlier, yeah, people used to believe very easily. Now that we have aware customers, but if you're authentic and you have the avenues to just route your story, it makes a lot of difference.
Earlier, the point was your board, if it carried established in 1970s,
that was
the
enough.
story.
That was enough.
It is not that story. It is not established when you have established. It's what you are kind of transforming. What actual with this business and what problem you are actually solving. That is the story. Whether it is 2024 or whether it is 2025, it doesn't matter how old you are. Earlier, the story used to be
That's enough.
established.
Yeah, that was enough. Yeah, that's true.
Seniority card.
कि बहुत सालों से है.
बहुत
So,
सालों से है.
so that was
Trust
enough.
factor played a way.
Because with the number of years, right?
He has been into it.
Now, if somebody sees बहुत सालों से too much sugar, you say avoid it.
And
Yes.
excessiveness as well.
Yeah, there's no newness. Yeah. Absolutely.
If you'll see right now how I see this from my perspective, if you'll see right now, it has got 3 stages. earlier, like they say, established in this very thing. And if you will narrate anything, people used to trust that because they didn't have any other source from which they can match the things and from which they can compare the things. Then there was stage second, where there was digitization, and we have enough ample amount of information in the market about the products. People compare it with different brands and all that. But this thing has got flaw also in it, because a lot of those people have entered into the industries and they sell anything, and they just ask anybody to just go for their those YouTubers and social influencers they bring on table, who have got no information of the product and the technicalities, and at the end of the day they just narrate anything, and they just can build anything from zero, and they can bring anything down from a good position. But right now, in the third stage, what we are doing in our industry, that Government of India has stepped in. I have asked them to go for BIS, Bureau of Indian Standards, to now step into the industry, go for the ISI mark, where customer cannot be cheated, where we have certain standards that can apply to the product, and the customer at the end of the day will not be cheated by those influencers who can sell anything to the customer. So that thing has to be controlled. If anything that we sell, narrate a story, and anything, anyone is going to believe that. Unless and until it's not controlled, anybody, a government organization, Indian
You
standard.
think control is important? Let the consumer decide.
Otherwise, customers will be cheated. You will.
But let's assume that customers know what they're doing. Why? I mean, they're adults, they're not children.
It's not like that.
It is like that.
Yeah. See, if you see any customer at the end of the day, they don't have a particular knowledge about a product. We used to sell them anything, but after that, any influencer used to sell a, you can say, used to sell a cricket bat, who was a social media influencer of any travel company and all that. He used to sell earlier travel destinations. Now I have asked him, since he has got 2 million, 3 million followers, I am going to him and telling him that, see, you can sell my cricket bat. But that thing has to be controlled. A person related to
No,
the.
but my question is why? No, see, I mean, the minute you start talking about control, I mean, I'll explain one thing to you. Is, you know, इंडिया में सबको कंट्रोल अच्छा लगता है दूसरे के ऊपर, पर फिर हफ्ते पे भी आता है कंट्रोल, ये भी याद रखना, क्योंकि कंट्रोल इज नॉट वंस इट स्टार्ट्स यू कैन कंट्रोल, वो फिर सबको कंट्रोल करेगा. सो लुक, आई थिंक वी शुड ऑल्सो, अगर हमने शुरुआत ये कॉन्वर्सेशन ये करी कि आजकल कंज्यूमर बहुत अवेयर है, तो द कंज्यूमर कैन नॉट बी चीटेड ऑल्सो ना, तो दोनों चीजें एक साथ नहीं हो सकती हैं.
And then I have a point here, as we were discussing, you were discussing with the manufacturing, industry. What about the service industry? Where would you put a stamp on the service industry? That is through people, like people review, they understand, like, okay, we got a good service out there, and they review on different platforms. Nowadays, that's easily possible. Yeah, of course, I do agree with your point that there are influencers and people do get influenced. That is human tendency. We do get influenced. That is there, but you cannot like control such a thing.
You should not, because control is dangerous. आप सरकार को हर जगह पे अगर चाहते हैं ना, तो one day it'll be controlling everything. Remember this, control is not one-sided, huh?
It's toxic behavior.
Exactly, it's not one-sided. आप ये जरूर याद रखें.
It's not about controlling.
It will be. It is controlling. It is controlling. See, आप बोल रहे कि ये होना चाहिए. But who decides that, right? I mean, maybe somebody is not an expert, but उसने उतना study करके फिर वो influencer. So what अगर वो travel पे भी influencer है और इस पे भी है? You can't be the decision maker, ना? There's no body that can sit down and say इसकी पढ़ाई ठीक है, उसकी पढ़ाई कम है. And the minute you get into all this, I'll tell you, वो फिर आप सबको बंद करके, मतलब that's what the outcome will be eventually. Because who's deciding who's right and wrong? Let the customer decide, na? The whole point of capitalism is that the market decides. Market forces decide. There'll be frauds, but that's part and parcel. And the mechanism for that is, yes, there should be a redressal mechanism for fraudulent behavior. But it can't be कि सब कुछ control कर दो.
So I'll just add a point out here on certain products like bat manufacturing, maybe kind of it can be covered, but certain products wherein it is a
That is anyway such a specialized
pharmaceutical business. The moment you
it's
talk
already
about
to control.
Yeah.
Pharmaceutical is already to control. अब वैसे हमें उस पे तो कोई influencer काम ही नहीं कर सकता वहाँ पे. So see, of the industries that are extremely sensitive, वहाँ पे तो already controls हैं. But if you exactly जो एकदम बहुत ही life saving जो बोला जाता है, So health में doctors can't.
Otherwise, yes, it is true that government has nothing to do in terms of.
You ask government.
This is they will be
फिर
everywhere.
तो there will be no end to it. फिर वो आप फिर तो आप कहीं और पहुंच रहे
नहीं, about the standard size.
नहीं भाई स्टैंडर्ड्स ऑल्सो सी आप कस्टमर पे छोड़े ना आप बोल रहे हैं आप सबसे अच्छे हैं आपने इतनी रिसर्च करी नाउ इट्स योर जॉब टू कम्युनिकेट दैट टू द कंज्यूमर ना आप सरकार के पास नहीं आ सकते कि अरे मेरी बैट किसी ने चुरा ली मेरे को बैटिंग नहीं करने दे रहे हैं तो ऐसे अब आप आके इंटरवीन करो यू हैव टू स्टैंड इन द मार्केट योरसेल्फ
So I would add to it. Maybe it's because of being worried about the retention rate of the company. So
So, but that's see, you can't be government involved there. All I'm saying.
So it's
You have to be proud of what you have built and be confident कि मैंने इतना अच्छा product बनाया है. And yes, I mean there is always sometimes unfair competition भी होती है. Sometimes बहुत लोग गलत काम भी कर रहे होते हैं. But that doesn't mean कि हर चीज में वो redressal के लिए एक mechanism है. बट इट डजंट मीन कि सरकार आके सबको सब डिसाइड करेगी कौन ए बोल सकता है कौन बी बोल सकता है कौन सी वो तो फिर आई मीन सेंडलेस
The sense of ease of doing business is lost.
एग्जैक्टली इट विल बी द अदर वे
So it is like there is the other aspect of his like you said that there are influencers coming in and just promoting the product, for instance, but there are mechanisms wherein you know pay people to give bad reviews and get the business up. So that, what about that? That's a regressive mechanism for that. It takes time, but there is a mechanism in place.
नहीं देयर आर बैड एक्टर्स ऐसा नहीं है कि सब अच्छे काम कर रहे हैं बट इट डजंट मीन दैट सब चीज के लिए गवर्नमेंट बीच में आए द लेस गवर्नमेंट देयर इज द बेटर इट इज फॉर एवरीबॉडी द मोर गवर्नमेंट इज एक्चुअली बैड फॉर एवरीबॉडी लेट मार्केट फोर्सेस डिसाइड आप अगर अपना प्रोडक्ट इतना अच्छा बना रहे हैं एंड आप कंज्यूमर से बहुत क्लोजली बात कर रहे हैं ना so you'll find that you're able to beat these bad practices in the market so I think we should be careful of wanting more government and everything no I'm telling you ये इंडिया में ना ये सब everybody feels कि मेरे साथ गलत हो तो गवर्नमेंट आके इसको बंद करे इसको बंद करे इसको बंद करे that cannot be the solution is we need to become a high trust society we need better behavior amongst ourselves first and thoda sa as we understand ourselves how to conduct ourselves better things will become better मतलब सरकार नहीं आ सकती है सब जगह first of all
That's actually a hindrance.
exactly it's not ease of doing business आप तो बोल रहे हैं कि कम करो मत
Government should more focus on the public infrastructure. That
Exactly.
creates an ecosystem for entrepreneurs to grab. That is most important.
that is actually the
So
key
what are the absolutely that
key work of the government is that law and order, public infrastructure, so that ease of business comes from all of this. So, you know, this is the point in our interaction where I will open it up for everybody to ask questions. You know, what are the challenges? Is there any question you have for me? Any suggestion? I'm happy to answer. I'm happy to discuss it. I may not have all the answers, but I'm happy to discuss it.
I'll begin with the kind of introducing what exactly we are doing in agriculture as of now. So actually, we have identified a couple of problems that we are trying to address from with the venture that we have floated. One is something related to investments. Kashmir per se has been kind of geographically separated from the rest of the part of the country. And for majority of the middle class or upper class or lower class of people, the most kind of important investment in their hearts was land. Anybody who used to invest money would invest in.
वो पूरे इंडिया में यही कहानी है सभी लैंड के पीछे
Point is, यहाँ पे अब क्या हुआ है? What has happened over a period of last 10 years, 15 years? What are the land prices are so to the extent that it's very difficult for a common person to purchase land. So per se, there's a gap in the investment part. A common person with mere amount of 5 lakh, 10 lakh, 15 lakh rupees, it is very difficult for him to invest this money in the land. So alternately, he could have invested that into stock markets. But abhi bhi in this part of the geography, what has happened is financial literacy is not to that extent that people go and invest in the financial markets. So alternately, gold could have been an investment option, but once again, kind of physical gold has its own challenges to be retained. So that is one part that we have identified. So money is mostly lying with saving accounts and fixed deposits, which is earning your interest at 3.5 or 6%, 7% maximum. And now if you compare the inflation, account it for or adjust the inflation, the net returns for a person is around 2%, 1%. So that is one challenge that or a problem that we have identified. Another problem that we
So what is the question? Do you have a question?
No, I don't have a question. I just want to kind of see if there is some nuance in it. So what we are doing is, from agricultural perspective, majority of the food that Kashmir is consuming comes from outside. Be it poultry, be it meat, be it milk, be it eggs, it is coming, majority of it comes from outside, and we have not been able to self-sustain ourselves. So what we have done, we have integrated these two problems and found a common solution to it. So in the rest of the parts of the country wherein agriculture is much developed, like Punjab, Haryana, rest of the places, there are huge chunks of land that farmers own. Here, the land holding of this farmer is very less. And what we have done is we have identified.
So bulk of farmer holdings in the entire country is small holdings.
Yes.
It's not large holdings.
यहाँ
I mean, नहीं कहीं पे भी इंडिया में it's not large holdings.
Right.
Very minuscule amount of land is held by large landowners.
Yes, that is, in terms of what I'm saying is sustainability. In terms of kind of self-sustaining.
नहीं, I'm just saying that ये small land holding का problem is a pan-India problem.
So what we are doing is we are integrating. We are trying to kind of these smaller land holdings, fragmented land holdings, bringing them together and doing large-scale agricultural production or integrated agricultural production at one place, so that the production cost is decreased and production increased. And in this, we invite, or whatever, we can kind of have these smaller investment options for people who can invest in this land and drive profits or dividends out of whatever produce happens. So two things happen. One, the security of investment is there because majority of the money is in land, and eventually the dividends will be good.
Anybody has questions or yeah?
I would like to ask about convertible debenture. Like, what should be the stage and how to go forward and how much the period of time? Because yet I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, there's...
Has somebody suggested convertible to you?
So basically, this is not the time for us to go for equity-based investment. So I was thinking about convertible debenture for now.
So convertible is essentially it's equity. I mean, though I think under the tax law or MCA, it's treated as a soft loan, but ultimately it's equity because it converts into equity basically. Yeah.
After a period of some time, and
I mean, it typically is based on the next round that you raise, but I mean, normally it's not good practice to raise two convertibles back to back. So after you raise one convertible round, it's a good practice to have a round where it's priced. Your subsequent round should be priced. Don't do two back-to-back convertible rounds. I mean, it's not a good practice. You can do it. I mean, by law, you are allowed to do it.
no, we haven't done yet any.
But I'm just saying that if you're thinking of convertible, convertible also, again, the gold standard of convertible is that there is a cap and a floor that is sort of put. So the cap and floor can become your valuation. So don't be hesitant to arrive at a valuation. It's a good thing. It puts discipline on everybody. It allows you to say that, look, my business is whatever, X, it's valued at X. And you have to be sensible as a business owner, as a founder, you have to be sensible. And the investor has to be sensible. So you shouldn't over-dilute, but you should not under-dilute either. So, there are some founders who say, "Arey, mera business, to aage jaake main Elon Musk hu." Maybe not. Nobody knows today, right? Because abhi bahut risk hai. So it's not, you should not accept a valuation jahan aap sirf 1% dilute kar rahe ho. Because what happens is, us waqt shayad koi, anadi investor de bhi de, but it'll harm you also and it'll harm the investor also. Similarly, there are investors who will say, 30%, 40% company ka de do, because they feel that you're vulnerable or you don't know the terms. So it again harms you and harms the investor. Actually, investors don't understand it because again, there are not that many skilled investors. So it's good to price your round. Don't be scared of the pricing conversation.
So just to add to the question, these debentures, can it be profit linked as well, and just like interest only?
No, it's not interest. Convertible basically means that it'll convert into equity at a later stage. You basically have postponed the pricing of your company today while you're taking in money. I think in the MCA, it's treated as a loan, so it's not treated as equity at that point. But the understanding, the SHA that you sign is with the understanding it will convert into equity.
So over a period of time.
like I said, typically it should be in the subsequent round. It should not be open-ended.
So ideally, how much like if equity does go in that? Like what is the
It
percentage?
depends on how much you're raising. It depends on what is the stage of your company. So there are many factors, it's between the investor and the founder. And sometimes थोड़े से sector benchmarks भी होते हैं. So product, in certain product-based companies, you can get better valuation. But again, depends on उसमें how much gross margin do you make, for example. So if you're a low gross margin company, so एक तो getting investors is difficult. But also what happens is that अगर कोई industry benchmark है, let's say 10 deals हो गई हैं, and they are all a certain price, certain multiple. So normally you will get similar multiple. So there are multiple factors. Sometimes founders पे थोड़ा premium मिलता है, अगर somebody is a second time founder. So there could be a premium because, thoda sa that person has exhibited that they can build a company. They understand fiduciary responsibility, investor ka jab paisa aap lete ho. So sometimes you may get a founder premium also. So it depends a lot between who's the investor and who's the founder.
So two related questions. First, we have raised debentures already, and आपने कहा कि back to back नहीं होना चाहिए. But so
It's not a good practice.
we were in plans to raise another one.
Why is that?
The reason is, my second question is कि people here, कश्मीर का जो local angel network है या investors हैं, they don't bet a lot to the local startups. तो वहाँ पे risk taking capacity उनकी बहुत कम है. So we have limited options. Like we don't have options कि.
No, but why do you have to raise only from Kashmir?
Yeah, that's the thing. So that's why we have to look outside. तो outside में we find it.
Everybody is looking everywhere. I mean, जो Bangalore का founder बैठा है, वो भी दिल्ली आता है to find money. तो ऐसा तो सबको ही करना पड़ता
So
है.
Kashmir has just started. It is a beginning.
No, in a lot of places it's just started. See, I want to say one thing. मैंने कल बहुत सुना कि कश्मीर में ये problems हैं. But I want to share कि whenever I go to other small cities India में, सबकी similar problem. Say exactly the same. मतलब एक रत्ती भर भी फर्क नहीं है. Because आप अगर देखोगे, this whole startup culture is very new. सबके लिए बस एक छोटे से बल में चल रहा था. दिल्ली, बैंगलोर में ही चल रहा था बेसिकली. बॉम्बे में भी कमी था. बॉम्बे भी अभी थोड़ा सा ऊपर आया है. सो यू कैन इमेजिन कि अगर बॉम्बे में भी नहीं पर्कुलेट हो रहा था तो हाउ न्यू वाज दिस होल थिंग, राइट? थोड़ा सा शार्क टैंक आया, थोड़ा सा पॉलिसीज वगैरह आई. So there's been a lot of emphasis that has happened. So more people are now aware. But you take it from me, like every city other than Delhi, Bangalore and Bombay that I go to, even Chennai, similar issues.
The only challenge that I feel that personally that is kind of considerably different from the rest of the places is the connectivity part. We were connected just by air or by road and through one single national highway towards Jammu.
So that
There
was
was no
true for
connectivity.
many. देखिए मैं आपको again I want to emphasize this because आप लोग यहाँ पे रहते हो, you are very aware of the problems. But if you meet people from other parts, आपको पता चलेगा सबकी यही प्रॉब्लम है. कनेक्टिविटी कहीं पे भी नहीं थी. Like I live in Delhi. Delhi say the best connectivity is Bangalore. That's it. Bangalore कह Bombay sorry. Bangalore भी अभी connectivity हुई है, right? So if I look at the number of flights between Delhi and Srinagar, Delhi and Surat, Delhi and Ahmedabad, मतलब Delhi is a hub. It's an airline का मतलब I think विस्तारा का तो वो headquarters होता था. So despite that, Indigo का headquarters है Delhi. Very poor connectivity. Abhi in the last few years, especially post-COVID, connectivity has become a lot better. Highways are better. मतलब Delhi से Chandigarh you could not go using the highway. आप बताओ. And I mean, वो आधे घंटे की flight is expensive and airfares are expensive for everybody. आप बैंगलोर की flight ले लो. एक दिन अगर पहले flight book करो तो I think 15-20 हज़ार की तो टिकट आजकल आती है. So, problems are very, very, very similar. Ecosystems are coming up. सब जगह ऐसे ही है, nascent है बहुत. मैं बताऊँ चेन्नई में भी नहीं है. अगर चेन्नई like हमारी 2 portfolio companies हैं चेन्नई में, वहाँ पे because manufacturing का इतना hold है, nobody is interested in startup, nobody. अभी थोड़ा वहाँ पे भी शुरू हो रहा है.
Is it because of logistics only?
I mean, सी इंडिया डिडंट टेक टू द स्टार्टअप इकोसिस्टम. जो आप यहाँ पे बैठ के इमेजिन कर रहे हो कि बाकी सारी जगह पे everybody is interested, it is not the case.
We understand that, yes, from that perspective, if you see Kashmir as a market is still virgin in terms of building up businesses. So it is still a virgin market.
नहीं, I'm saying there are many ecosystems that are just starting. सब जगह पे हो रहा है ये. I'm saying even Bombay is a very recent, imagine a city like Bombay. Chennai, I mean very recent.
Probably we have this grass is always greener on the other side.
वही बता रही मैं वही आप लोगों को कल बहुत लोगों ने मुझे ये बोला और मैंने सबको यही समझाने की कोशिश करी कि अगर आप बाकी जगह भी जाके देखोगे ना इट इज़ वेरी वेरी सिमिलर. आप गोवा जैसी जगह देखो जहाँ पे टूरिज्म इज़ अ बिग थिंग. क्या स्टार्टअप इकोसिस्टम. अभी कुछ फाउंडर्स वहाँ पे गए हैं हु रीलोकेटेड देमसेल्व्स इन गोवा. बट व्हाट इज़ अ स्टार्टअप इकोसिस्टम. कनेक्टिविटी तो पूरी है वहाँ पे. कहाँ वहाँ पे कोई इन्वेस्टर है नहीं है.
बट एक चीज़ है ये फंड रेजिंग की अवेयरनेस कि हाउ दीज आर रेज्ड और कैसे स्टार्ट होता है कहाँ जाता है. दिस इज नॉट हियर. लॉट ऑफ पीपल
Not even in Delhi. I can tell you, मेरे को ये ज्ञान दिल्ली के फाउंडर्स को भी देना पड़ता है. So trust me. Again, I'm seriously explaining this. See, आप लोग इमेजिन कर रहे हो कि दिल्ली में जो फाउंडर बैठा है ना वो सब गुण संपन्न है. वो नहीं है. It is not the case. It is not the case. See, what happens is थोड़े से दिल्ली बैंगलोर में इवेंट्स बहुत होते हैं जहाँ पे founders will come, try and meet other founders, they'll try and come and meet investors, थोड़ा investors का ज्ञान सुन लेते हैं. But that doesn't mean that they know and understand. ये convertible वाली बात, I cannot tell you how many founders से मेरे को ये बोलना पड़ता है. हाँ अभी भी I mean there's this one startup we were looking at from Chennai. वो एक के बाद दूसरी convertible करे, अब तीसरी convertible. And I'm like, कौन इसको एडवाइस कर रहा है. अब आप बोलोगे कि चेन्नई वाले को सब पता होना चाहिए. उसको नहीं पता. उसको भी नहीं पता है. एंड कैपिटल इज स्केर्स फॉर एवरीबडी. ये भी मैं आपको बताऊंगी. ऐसा नहीं है दैट क्या. सो द फाउंडर सिटिंग इन बैंगलोर हैज टू समटाइम्स कम टू दिल्ली. समटाइम्स दिल्ली वाले फाउंडर को हैज टू गो टू बॉम्बे. बॉम्बे वाला फाउंडर समटाइम्स विल गो टू बैंगलोर टू रेज मनी. ऐसा नहीं है कि जहाँ बैठा वहाँ पे पैसा लेके.
Find the fit. So how do you actually see it changing over a period of time? What is the timeline? We'll see. Yes, it is booming now. Startup culture is booming.
See, booming it cannot ever be. See, it can never be as mainstream as we want it to be. Because आप सोचें कि अभी लोग पैसा बनाना शुरू कर रहे हैं इंडिया में, राइट. यू नीड टू हैव सम जनरेशनल वेल्थ. कहाँ पे है जनरेशनल वेल्थ. दिस वेरी स्मॉल पॉकेट ना, मतलब लेस देन 1% ऑफ इंडिया. तो एंड उनका भी वो भी पहले प्रॉपर्टी में ही डालते हैं. They are not putting their money into startups. Even capital markets अभी शुरू हुआ है, like little bit. So कितने डीमैट अकाउंट्स हैं इंडिया में and of those कितने एक्टिव हैं. So everywhere the first preference is real estate. So see, mainstream कुछ बनने के लिए it takes time everywhere. So you know, like I have done events in America also. And वहाँ पे भी अगर जाके आप फाउंडर्स से बात करोगे, they'll say जो सिलिकॉन वैली में बैठे हैं ना उनको थोड़ा बहुत, आई मीन दे हैव अ लॉट ऑफ रिसोर्सेज. बट जो फिलाडेल्फिया में बैठा है, जो शिकागो में बैठा है, विच आर नॉट स्टार्टअप हब्स, they have the same issue. So they were asking me, you know, is there an opportunity in India? I get emails from founders sitting in the US. Yeah. Because they also have a problem. Because sometimes your idea doesn't match with, you know, people. हाँ. समटाइम्स आपकी सिटी लोगों को नहीं भाती है. सो आप अगर यू नो मिड वेस्ट जाएंगे अमेरिका में, वहाँ पे देख लो किसी को नहीं इन्वेस्टमेंट मिलेगी. इट इज़ नॉट. सो यू हैव टू गो टू सिलिकॉन वैली देन यू नो. सो आप अगर वहाँ पे भी देखोगे, सो इट विल बी ऑलवेज इन पॉकेट्स एंड बट देयर बी मोर अवेयरनेस एंड मोर सपोर्ट. सी एक जो अदर बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम इंडिया में है is lot of people didn't become founders because parents का support नहीं होता था. Parents कहते थे कि डिग्री ले लो, अच्छी नौकरी कर लो, ये सब क्या है. अब parents are little bit more supportive. But जो पैसा रेस करना है, customer discovery है, challenges हैं, that will be the same and you have to go, you know, to different parts of the country to raise capital. ऐसा नहीं होगा कि यहाँ
From
पे
stock market perspective as well, there's a MSME this index as well.
SME है.
SME index. For SME index that has kind of grown little bit
नहीं,
in
but
the last couple of
we think everything has grown, but मैं कह रही हूँ एब्सोल्यूट नंबर्स में अगर आपकी जो इंडिया की पॉपुलेशन है, जीडीपी अगर देखोगे, इट इज नॉट comparable to. So point I'm making is that it will be a journey always. there will be a struggle. अगर struggle नहीं है तो फिर आप startup founder नहीं हो. There's also that. So थोड़ा सा मतलब it will not be so easy that there'll be money. So explore other angel platforms, explore other investors also. Why do you have to limit yourself to what is the capital available here? If you think your product or the business you're building can have resonance, move outside of success. एक जगह बैठ के नहीं आती कभी किसी के लिए भी. So
And one question then again is कि as an investor, what do you see in an early stage startup? What are the things that you say कि हाँ कुछ issues भी हैं but ये चीज़ें हैं I'm ready.
So quite a few things. I mean, first we look at the founder कि founder कर पाएगा कि because ultimately founder has to do everything, including execution जो है. Idea is fine, but execution is on the founder completely. And a lot of people are becoming founders even earlier. I mean, लोग founders बन रहे थे thinking अरे it's a जल्दी से पैसा बन जाएगा, but actually जल्दी से पैसा नहीं बनता है. So you have to be able to continue despite adversaries. तो sometimes what happens is that people get tired और उनको लगता है कि अरे अभी तक पैसा नहीं बन रहा है. So as an investor, my number one job is to protect the money that I have. Number one job. My number one job is not to invest. It is actually to protect कि it goes to the right place. And it's a judgment call ultimately. And it's a judgment call because जब company बहुत छोटी होती है या idea is completely new, there's no reference point for it. Sometimes the reference point is negative, right? Let's say, before Zomato became Zomato, there were other, people who had started food delivery, but वो चला नहीं for various reasons. उस वक्त वो internet connectivity नहीं थी. There was not that capital to scale. You needed the tech that, people who had tried earlier didn't have the tech, right? But investor को अगर investor had already invested in those, let's say, sectors and वो डूब गया, so you've seen it very closely कि क्यों डूबा है. So very unlikely कि investor will go back to that sector again in a hurry, right? Yeah, some sectors closely जहाँ पे things have not worked. Again, unlikely the investor will go there, no matter how good the founder is. So it is a little complex. It's not a straightforward कि these are the 5 things. And thoda sa you also things change. Premiumization was something agar like when we were investing 4 or 5 years ago, it was believed कि इंडिया में कोई भी एक्स्ट्रा पैसा नहीं देगा किसी चीज के लिए. अब suddenly everybody is talking about कि हाँ consumer is ready to pay more. But now the question is pay more for what? Right? Is it product plus service? Is it only service? Is it only product? And which product with service? So वो जो answer है that a founder has to give. And अगर वो answer is credible, अगर उस वक्त लगता है कि yes it is making sense, then yeah, वो investment. So it's not a black and white, unfortunately, decision making. I think जो भी investments में decision making होती है, it's not black and white. Even capital markets की investments अगर आप देखो, it's not a black and white कि only one black and white is अगर if you're part of the Nifty 50. अगर आप index पे bet कर रहे हो, that's a separate thing. But if you are really building a strategy, it's not black and white, na? Because हर कोई राकेश जुच्चुआ नहीं बन पाया है. It's a fact जितने लोग पैसा लगा रहे हैं, कौन बन पाया है? It's because of that. Because it's not clear black and white कि ये यहाँ डालोगे तो exactly आपको उतना return मिलेगा. नहीं होता है.
Sometimes timing for the idea is also very
Wait, that's what I'm saying. There are many factors. There could have been things that investors had said no to an idea, let's say 5 years ago. But आज की date में वो idea viable है. But, as a founder, you have to just keep trying. There is no other answer to it. You have to just keep trying.
So for everybody's understanding, I want to understand that what are stages of getting to venture capital for?
You can get at any stage today. You can do it at idea stage. You can do it with revenue, depending again on the sector, depending on your own appetite as a founder. See, some founders will say कि मैं थोड़ा सा I'll build a little bit and then let me raise. Some founders want money at idea stage also. So आज की डेट में there is money for both. ऐसा नहीं है कि idea stage पे नहीं है. But it again इतना नहीं है कि everybody at idea stage will get funded also. So you have to assess for yourself. But there is capital and there are different VCs now who have different strategies. So you can take it at any stage.
And what is the strategy for Umya?
So we like to see revenue, and we typically back product. We don't go into services typically, because India में service को scale करने के लिए, if you don't have technology, then it's a very difficult business. Then it becomes more a lifestyle business, not a VC business. But we like to see revenue.
And one more thing is that, see, we are financially, educationally backward also in financial kind of studies.
पूरा देश financially, educationally backward है, तभी scam हो रहे हैं.
तो जब आप देखेंगे अभी किसी भी सेक्टर में, we first did not know कि एक कंपनी स्टार्ट करनी है. We were scared कि अगर हमने कंपनी बनाई, गवर्नमेंट के ये रेगुलेशंस लगेंगे, फिर हम कर भी पाएंगे कि नहीं कर पाएंगे. Then lot of people are right now going from proprietorships to private limited companies. So when is the right time for a this private limited company to go for an IPO or something like that? And can we go for that? If we can go, then how we can go for that? So is it advisable to go for IPOs than this equity, diluting your equity or whatever? So you can ask.
तो देखिए, सबसे पहला, I think the question you have to answer as a founder, do you want to be a big wealth creator या छोटी सी कंपनी बनानी है, राइट? एंड छोटी सी का डेफिनेशन मैं आपको समझाती हूँ कि इवन अ 500 crore कंपनी इज स्मॉल, राइट? अगर आप यू गो टू लाइक लुक एट Dipinder's, आई थिंक Zomato is at $2 billion or more. No, I think it's more than, sorry. I mean, it's some crazy valuation. So you think, हाँ, it's 25 billion, sorry. Yeah, 2 billion तो वो बहुत पहले पार कर चुका था. तो think about the wealth he's created for himself, for the investors, for his employees who had ESOP. So first question is that, कि do you want to be a big wealth creator or you want to create a small company?
The CEOs.
हाँ. So it's a personal goal, because taking a company to an IPO has a lot of responsibility. So again, a lot of founders को आजकल वो समझ नहीं आ रहा है. So what they're doing is, when the company is going to IPO, they're selling their own equity. But actually that's a bad time to sell, because जो retail investor आ रहा होता है, they want to see the founder to be bullish on the company, not to sell at that time, right? So एक तो वो है. Second is, once you take the company to IPO, typically investors, the capital market investors, want that the founder doubles down on the company, in the sense puts more time, more effort, more energy into the company. Not say कि मैं अब थक गया, आराम करना है, मुझे पार्टी करनी है, वो नहीं चल सकता. So again, it's a question that, do you have that mindset, that physical and mental energy to continue for another 10, 15, 20 years? So ये बहुत ज़रूरी है. So that's how. And on the, when you go to IPO as a function, I mean, that's a very well laid out thing by SEBI. So it's depending again on the category, size, profitability, though of course there are some tech companies which have which have been loss making. But in a product company, it's typically meant to be with 3 years of profit and a certain size, because that is what the retail investor expects. And there should be enough headroom for growth. See, again, retail investors, what SEBI doesn't want is कि आप अगर business बिल्कुल ही थक गया है, मतलब business थक गया, नहीं founder नहीं थका है, but business और इसमें growth ही नहीं है, तब आप IPO पे जा रहे हो, तो there's no growth left, right? So again, the capital markets want to see growth in a company. So there should be a lot of room for growth. So as a founder, again, that's your assessment कि इसमें कितनी और growth हो सकती है company में. Whether you add more product lines, but जो core product है, जिसके basis पे company बनी है, उसमें there has to be a lot of growth.
Can I ask one last question?
Please ask.
So that's regarding how do you approach the valuation? Is it just the numbers, or is it founder, assets, the numbers together?
So we don't look at assets, but we look at founder. Like I said,
Valuation per se.
Valuation की मैं बात कर रही हूँ. Assets नहीं देखे जाते in startups. It's typically founder quality जो कहा जाता है, which is a little bit of a qualitative assessment, company, idea, and what, let's say, that particular investor is looking for. Like for example, we are looking for कि longevity में, is there an interesting idea? Now, because I'm looking for that sort of business, and if I find something that I think really can work, well, ultimately it's a judgment. It's the investor's judgment. along with, like we have advisors, we look at data, we look at MISs, so we look at industry potential, वो सब देखते हैं, but ultimately थोड़ा बहुत वो judgment पे ही आ जाता है. So वो सब देख के then, and like I was explaining to her that it's also अगर कोई benchmark थोड़ा बहुत set हो गया, both in the private markets but in the M&A space, जो large companies में M&A हुआ है, और even when you see it in capital markets, अगर capital markets में 2x से ज़्यादा नहीं मिल रहा है on let's say top line, तो आपको यहाँ पे 3x से ज़्यादा नहीं मिलेगा. That you should be very clear about, no matter how good the founder is. Gross margin is important. अगर वो business का gross margin is compromised, तो एक तो पहले तो investment नहीं मिलेगी, but अगर मिलेगी भी तो you can't get more than 2.5x. बहुत मुश्किल होता है. So, and ultimately in our case, we don't want the founder to be over diluted. That's very important for us. So on that note, thank you very much on this lovely, beautiful day in Srinagar Valley. And I want to thank all of you for being here. Thank you.